Perkins Roofing. You can see we're loading up this roof right now with roof tiles. ABC delivery, ABC Supply doing the delivery here on the tiles. And you'll see these are concrete flat tiles coming behind me. Color Boca Cream by Eagle. You can see we've got pretty much 3 manufacturers of roof tiles here in Florida. Eagle, Westlake, and Crown. These ones are Eagle, as you can see there. And we're loading up with the conveyor. So this is how we load to the roof, the tiles. The guys will load on this conveyor belt here and send them up in stacks. See, he loads it onto the belt. It'll come right up the belt. The guys up top will grab the tiles. So one of the things I don't really talk about too often or have in my videos is right here we have a 3x3 drip metal. In Miami-Dade, this is required. Here in Palm Beach, not required. You can do a 2x2. Underneath, we have a 1x2 wood nailer that acts as a spacer. Sometimes there's no wood nailers on these either. I recommend them. Now we have an extra inch here with the 3x3 drip metal. That allows us, when we reinstall the gutters, to tuck the gutter in underneath. See, behind here. So your gutter is actually going to get tucked into the back of the gutter. It's going to come behind the drip metal, which allows the water, when it comes down the drip metal, to all drip straight into the gutter. So I highly recommend this 3x3 finish versus the 2x2. Other roofers will try to cut corners and do the 2x2 because it's cheaper. Don't recommend it. I recommend the 3x3 drip metal. Another thing about the metal that I don't often mention is that this comes in 3 standard colors: white, brown, and mill finish, which is like a silvery color. So this is the white. It is the most common, then brown. You don't really see the mill finish too much, but white, brown, mill finish are the 3 colors. See all the tiles it takes to load this roof. Look at all those pallets of tiles on that truck down here. And you'll see that the guys, they stack it. And the way you stack this, like this, you can see there is a maximum number of tiles you can put in one stack. We'll get into the tie-in here in a second between the flat and the tile roof. So if you've seen my video on how to install tiles, you see we installed clay tiles. What we've done here, these are lines where we've gridded out the roof for these tiles. So my guys came here before we had the tiles loaded up to the roof. As you can see today, that's what we're doing. But the guys came here with a couple of the sample tiles and gridded the roof out, so that we have nice lines, so that we have straight rows of tile across the roof. You want to do that before the tile delivery, because if you try to do it after, all these stacks of tiles are going to get right in your way. So that's important. Now, you can see, these are getting delivered now. That's broken. You get a certain amount of broken tiles on your delivery. So this is the Boca Cream color right here, and this is the standard flat tile. You can also get them with a split in the middle or like a shake look. These are just the standard flat ones here. You can see they do come a little scraped sometimes from the tiles rubbing against each other on the delivery, and obviously the broken one, but that's just a part of doing business here when it comes to roof tiles. Right here is a solar vent. You can see that we flashed it in with cap sheet granules here, but that's the solar vent flashed into the roof. Tiles are going to cover that, so it'll look prettier when the tiles are on. This comes in, I think, like 8 or 10 different colors. This is just the black color here, and you can see that what this thing is going to do. There's a 35 water from Attic Breeze this solar vent here is going to, anytime it's sunny, you see it's actually cloudy today, but anytime it's sunny, it's going to take that sun in. There's also an electrical plug-in, so even if it is cloudy, you can still plug it in. And there's a fan in there that's going to cycle out the heat out of the attic space. Each one of these 35-watt attic breeze does 2,850 square feet of attic space per fan. So they're pretty efficient. One of the more efficient ones on the market. Check this out here. This is like a decorative wall that they have at the entrance of the home. I had recommended to them to install a coping cap on this to protect the wall, or at least to do some sort of waterproofing. They have not done it yet. But you can see that the block, there's actually a divot right here. There's a fastener right there. There's divots there. Water is going to be holding it here. And you can see this side is just a wood siding on the exterior. This side we have like a sheetrock. This stuff is going to start crumbling down at some point because they do not have a coping cap, a piece of metal that caps on top of here and covers the top of this wall. This is something that if you don't go on the roof, you're not going to see. So if you're the homeowner and you don't want to go on the roof, this is something you're just never going to notice until it starts falling down and you're like, why is my wall falling? Well, this is why. So this roof is a different shape because we have a flat roof that I'm standing on, and you can see it transitions here. We have a flat roof, tile roof, and then on the edges we have a little tile roof mansard. You can see we even gridded out the tiles here on the mansard. So there's one full tile here, one full tile here, and then there's going to be a partial tile right here on the cap. So we have to add these partial tiles in here on the cap of the mansard. Now, what you're going to see is that we need to transition this paper in. You see this nice sandwich here. The cap sheet is on top of the TU Plus, and then back there the TU Plus is on top of the cap sheet. So basically what we have done is we've created a sandwich right here and right here and then also right here. So when you have a roof like this, you have to double count an extra couple of feet. Usually you're doing it by about at least 2 feet of double transition. So we're wasting a lot of paper here, right? Quote unquote wasting. But you need to do this to make sure that you don't have leaks in these transition areas when you have transitions between flat roofs and a slope roof. Anytime that you have a transition of slopes, you need to make sure that you add additional layers into that. So we have added additional sandwiching paper all the way around this little area here. And you can see the TU Plus coming back down on the cap sheet right here. This comes all the way up underneath. And the same thing here. That's how you're going to protect your roof. You can see even next door, they have a similar type deal on their roof where they have that flat tile installed with the flat roof there. That's a finished look. So when these tiles are done, you'll see what it looks like when it's finished up. But I just want to show you that when you have these transitions, the correct way to do it is to add this paper for overlap. And if you don't do that, you are going to have a leak on the roof. So we have to use extra material. So you might measure this yourself and be like, hey Tim, you told me that this flat roof is 700 square feet, but I measured it at 550. It's because we have these extra rolls that we're putting around the edges to sandwich the paper in. I still have to buy the material, I still have to install the material, so that's still square footage of roofing that we are doing for your roof, even if it is not exposed to the sun. One of the common questions I also get with the roof is, hey, what about all these vents? Are these included? Yes. This right here is a 4-inch lead stack for a plumbing vent. That is included. We do not put screens on them. That is something that you would have to ask for as an add-on to put screens on these, but we don't put screens on. But all the plumbing vents and gooseneck vents, which you can see, more plumbing vent, gooseneck vents are generally extractor fans for kitchens or bathrooms. So when you see those are usually extractor fans. Those are standard in the roof. They are included in your roofing. Brand new gooseneck vents, brand new lead stacks. That's in galvanized steel and that's in lead. That's included. Now, if you want to upgrade the goosenecks to copper or to aluminum or stainless steel, that's extra money. The solar fan is not included. That is an add-on, because what we're doing here is the attic was hot. They wanted to relieve the attic of temperature. So that's what the solar fan is doing. That is cooling down the attic. So that is what is extra. That is not what is extra. You can see right here, we actually left this back gutter on. Generally, we have to remove the gutter. But the back gutter here, we left on to the existing roof because it was newer. They have the pool. They asked if we could keep it. So we left that gutter on for them on the back. Generally, I recommend removing the gutters so that we can knock test the fascia and see if it's in good shape or if it's rotted. You can see that also if you remove the plywood on the eaves. But if you don't remove all the plywood on the eaves, you're not going to know if the fascia itself is rotted. So what you need to do, and I'll show you, in the event that that is the case, is you need to come to the fascia, knock it with a tool, your fist, your phone. I use my phone sometimes. I just knock it. If it's hollow, it's rotted. If it's not hollow and it feels sturdy, it's not rotted. So that's what I mean by knock testing the fascia. If there's a gutter up here, you can't do that. So you don't know if the fascia is bad or not without direct visibility by opening up all the plywood on the eaves. Thanks for watching another Perkins Roofing video as we load this roof up. We'll see you next time. And if you need roofing services, give us a call at 305 MIA Roof for Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys. For Palm Beach, where this is, Martin, and St. Lucie counties, give me a call, 561-559-ROOF. Call either number if you're interested in impact windows, concrete restoration, carpentry, impact doors. We do all that good stuff on the outside, painting, waterproofing, fountains, planters, any of that stuff we can take care of for you. Perkins Construction. And then also for Perkins Franchising, give us a call or email us at franchise@perkinsroofing.net. If you're interested in owning your own Perkins Roofing, we got Florida already cut up. Come get a franchise, come make some money with me. I'll teach you everything you need to know so that you can get started. Perkins Roofing. Peace out, everybody. See you next time.